Thanksgiving weekend is coming up, and that presents the perfect opportunity to binge watch a bunch of movies. So that's why I came up with this list of the 20 best movie franchises to binge over Thanksgiving weekend. So let's get started. Number 20 on my list is the Matrix Trilogy. This Thanksgiving, give thanks that you're not stuck in a simulated world controlled by robots. With the new installment coming out, it's a perfect opportunity to rewatch this great franchise this Thanksgiving. Plus, if you want to make an entire weekend out of it, you can add the Animatrix series to your watch as well. Next on my list is the Ghostbusters franchise. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, isn't this more of a Halloween franchise? Yes, but if you're like me and didn't get to it over Halloween, it's a great franchise to catch up on this Thanksgiving. And it's also just fun and family friendly, and no one will be disappointed with this choice. Number 18 on my list is Beverly Hills Cop franchise. This is Eddie Murphy at his best, and the Beverly Hills Cop franchise is a great action comedy franchise to watch with the adults and older kids. This is not the most family friendly franchise, but it's a fun revisit, and it's a little bit different than the other ones on this list. Number 17 on my list of the best movie franchises to binge over Thanksgiving is the Bill and Ted franchise. Escape into this most wonderful franchise with Bill and Ted. It's family friendly, it's fun, it's hilarious, and just an excellent time for anyone you have over this Thanksgiving weekend. Number 16 on my list is the Austin Powers movies. Now, these movies are ridiculous, but in a fun way. They're kind of stupidly funny and ridiculous, but the thing that they're really great for is having on in the background while you're doing all your different Thanksgiving dinner prep and different things where you can't fully pay attention to the movie, but you maybe want to have some background noise that's kind of funny and has some nice fun moments. Next on my list is the Rush Hour franchise. Now, this is one of my favorite action comedy franchises, and Jackie Chan is just always a great time to watch. It's family friendly, it's fun, it's ridiculous. Chris Tucker is just hilarious, and the pairing of Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan is just great, and it's a great addition to the Thanksgiving binge fest. Next on my list is number 14, the Men in Black franchise. MIB is a great escape from the family while making you thankful that none of your family is a giant cockroach in a human meat suit. But the MIB franchise, even though it has its ups and downs, is still a fun franchise to revisit, give you an escape from the aliens that are your family with the aliens on screen. And Will Smith is just a fun time, and any franchise that has Will Smith, Chris Hemsworth, and Tessa Thompson is just, you can't go wrong. Next on my list of the 20 best movie franchises to binge over Thanksgiving is the Mad Max franchise. Give thanks your Thanksgiving isn't taking place in an apocalyptic wasteland with the Mad Max franchise. Action-packed and thrilling, it's a great addition to any binge watch fest. Next on my list is the Indiana Jones franchise. You can never go wrong with an indie binge, and so escape the chaos of Thanksgiving and your family with an adventure with Dr. Jones and friends. And eventually there's going to be a new one coming up, so you might as well rewatch them now while you have a chance. Number 11 on my list is the Dark Knight Trilogy. Thanksgiving is the perfect opportunity for a rewatch of the Nolan Batman trilogy. As the most critically acclaimed Batman trilogy, everyone in your family will be happy with this selection, and if they're not, they can go home without Thanksgiving dinner. So number 10 on my list of the best movie franchises to binge over the Thanksgiving weekend is the Mission Impossible movies. If you want a movie franchise that'll get you through pretty much the whole Thanksgiving weekend, Mission Impossible, it might be the answer for you. Each action-packed installment is a fun thrill ride for the whole family, and I don't know about you, but watching Tom Cruise run around for a few hours always makes me hungry. Next up on my list is the Night at the Museum movies. Fun and lighthearted, the Night at the Museum movies are a great option for Thanksgiving weekend, especially if you have a house full of younger children. Enjoyable for kids and adults alike, the Night at the Museum trilogy is a great addition to any Thanksgiving watch list. Number 8 on my list of the best movie franchises to binge over the Thanksgiving weekend is the Ocean's movies. You won't be disappointed when you invite Danny Ocean and crew to join you this Thanksgiving weekend. The Ocean movies have something for everyone in your family with its great cast, intriguing heists, and all-around fun hijinks. Next on my list is the Planet of the Apes franchise. Give thanks you don't live on a Planet of the Apes this Thanksgiving with a binge of all the Planet of the Apes movies. From the originals to the new trilogy, each installment offers a thrilling adventure to enjoy for every member of your family. Number 6 on my list of the best movie franchises to binge over the Thanksgiving weekend is the Spider-Man trilogy. And I'm talking about the Raimi trilogy, their first trilogy. Besides the fact that it has a couple Thanksgiving scenes, the Spider-Man movies are an excellent choice for your Thanksgiving binge fest. Action-packed, but also full of heart. The Raimi trilogy is enjoyable for the whole family. Plus, I needed to have more superhero stuff on this list. So number 5 on my list of the best movie franchises to binge over Thanksgiving is The Hunger Games. It literally has hunger in its name, and if that's not enough for you, well, that's fair. It's not really a reason now, is it? The Hunger Games franchise will make you very thankful this Thanksgiving that you only have to fight for the last slice of pumpkin pie and not your life. It's a fun, enjoyable adventure for the whole family. Next on my list is the Terminator franchise. If you haven't noticed already, this list has a few dystopian future franchises, and the Terminator franchise is the godfather of all dystopian future movies. Yes, after T2, the installments vary in quality, but I think they're still a great franchise for Thanksgiving to remind you to be thankful that AI hasn't completely taken over the world. Yet. Next on my list of the best movie franchise to binge over the Thanksgiving weekend is number 3, the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. Invite Captain Jack over for Thanksgiving for a family-friendly action adventure for anyone in your family to enjoy. The pirate movies are fun, funny, and entertaining thrill ride that will help kids and parents alike stay glued to the television and out of trouble, and the desserts. So number 2 on my list of the best movie franchises to binge over Thanksgiving weekend is the Rocky movies. The Italian stallion is always a great choice, but Thanksgiving makes his underdog story that much more compelling and heartfelt. Plus, the training montages always make me a little extra hungry for a big meal. So enjoy the Rocky movies with the whole family this Thanksgiving. So number 1 on my list of the best movie franchises to binge over the Thanksgiving weekend is the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit trilogies. The one franchise to rule them all. Well, when I say that, I mean to rule over Thanksgiving binges. The Middle-earth movies not only are long enough to get you through the entire Thanksgiving weekend, but also provide a thrilling, epic adventure that you won't regret rewatching for Thanksgiving. Plus, you might get some food inspiration from all of the food, or might make you a little extra hungry watching all those different battles and all that walking. So what did you think of the list? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. Now before you start on your Thanksgiving binge fest, check out this video on the worst movie characters to invite to Thanksgiving dinner, or this randomly selected YouTube video. Thanks for watching and have a good one.